Hi everybody, it's Cyndi Casemier at C2C Gallery at home. And today I thought we would share bowls. And we have lots of bowls. If you saw my table right now, which you can't, well actually I could probably tilt it. And look at all these bowls we're going to talk about. Look at them all, they're great. Alright, first up is going to be Julie Deaver's bowl. Now this is a wood-fired bowl. And I'm going to turn it all the way around and show you, and look at the inside of this. So those are crystals that are growing in the bowl, and it's from, it was fired in a wood kiln, which means that she stokes the fire with wood like every couple hours for sometimes 2 to 3 days. And this has a nice split rim. She did this on purpose. Sometimes beginner potters have it happen, but Julie is a master at this craft, and she did this on purpose just to cause a little bit of difference. And you'll see that some ash landed in between the two split rim, and just gives it a little bit of interest. And you'll see that the rim is undulating. Is that a correct word? And this is the cool side, and we're coming around, which means that the flame did not hit there. And then this is coming around, and it is the hotter side, so you'll see a little bit more color. This bowl feels really nice in my hands. It feels like it is thin, the same amount of thickness all the way from the bottom to the top. And if you look at the curve on this bowl is beautiful. It doesn't have any lumps or bumps in it. It's a nice swooping, and if you were to take a serving spoon and have to scoop food out of it, the food would actually move into the spoon very nicely, and it would be very functional. So now if you flip it over, so you can tell that this was fired in a wood kiln, because these 3 marks are from wadding that she puts on every single piece that goes into the kiln. And then it sits on those pads on the kiln shelf and fires. So she has to knock them off and then grind them down. And so Julie always does a nice foot ring. See, look at this nice slope, nice straight edge. That's her design of how she does her foot. And then the bowl itself has this very nice curve. And again, the other thing is look at this. I can hold the foot in one hand, so it makes it really easy if I were going to hand wash it. But it can go in the dishwasher. It can go in the microwave. It can go in the oven if it's not shocked. So put it into a cold oven. So this is Julie Deaver's bowl. It's beautiful. I'd love to use it. What would I use it for? Any food at all. Any salad, pasta, fruit. I'd put applesauce in it. I'd put potato salad in it. I could use it for anything. I'd put nuts in it. It's beautiful. Okay, let's see. So then we go to Julie's. This is what she calls her functional work. And this bowl, look how nice this one is. Look at the nice curve. Look at her foot ring. See, her foot ring is just like the other one. It's a straight up and down. If you look at the bottom, it looks very similar to the other bowl I showed you. She even has it glazed here. And so what that means is that she really took paid attention when she was trimming the bowl, which makes the bowl have this nice slope. And it doesn't touch the kiln shelf. So when you flip it over and wash it, it's nicely finished. And that's the one thing you will find with every single one of Julie's pieces, that they're just finished always very, very nicely. So this decoration is something she's known for. So she has a clay body that is a little bit different than porcelain. It has a little bit of iron in it. And then she uses white slip, causes the circular pattern, and then the lines and the dots. So it's very simple, and it looks really nice for food. It doesn't compete with the colors or anything else that's happening in your food. And again, this piece feels very balanced. It's not heavy at all. It's wonderful to use. And again, its slope and thickness of the bowl is actually uniform throughout the whole thing. And this piece is $64. All right, so here's another one by Julie. So I think we'll be flipping around. But this is a flat bottom bowl. See how it sits? And this makes it really nice for going in and out of the oven. She put holes in the little handles so that it's easy to pick up like if it comes out of the refrigerator. Obviously not out of the oven because you burn your fingers. But again, simple designs. She thinks about it. And look, kind of the circle with the holes, they kind of replicate each other. I'd use this for an apple crisp. I'd use this for scalloped potatoes. I'd use it for a small casserole. And it could go right in and out of the oven, and it would be great. And let's see here. All right, it's almost strawberry season. It's gonna warm up here in Michigan, and we are going to have strawberries. So this is a berry bowl by Julie. And look how nice it sits. It has this very cute little matching plate that you could use for all kinds of other things. Again, it's trimmed beautifully. It's balanced, it sits nicely. Look at the decoration. She pays attention to every single bit of detail in her pieces. This is lovely. And then look at the bowl. The bowl again has a simple line with dots, and then look at the holes in the bowl. They all have this really nice pattern. I've tried to do these, and when I was first starting, they were always messy. It takes a long time to learn how to do this, do it neatly. And all of the holes are smooth. She took time to clean up every single hole, and they feel nice in your hand. You're not going to cut yourself. This piece is $58. I think that's very reasonable to have a matching bowl and a plate. And you hear Bruce in the background. He is just coming back from the grocery store, so I could do this instead of going grocery shopping. All right.
Did you model your outfit?
I'm on live video.
I know. Did you model your outfit?
No, I'm not.
Show them. That's what they want to see. You show how pretty you're dressed.
Okay, it's always a comedy routine in this house. And so I got dressed up. So it's been fleece for the last, 2 months? And so he's sick and tired of seeing me in fleece nonstop. So yes, I did get dressed up and I put jewelry on. Okay. What was I saying? Julie Deaver's bowl. All right, this, I was going to wait to talk about this one, but oh well, I guess we're going to do it now. This one she made out of porcelain. So the green, this is the same glaze as what I showed you just a minute ago. Look at the difference. Can you see? The one is just a little bit grayer. The one with porcelain is a little bit greener, but same glaze, just different clay bodies. So this bowl, I'm not going to repeat myself. Again, it's got the same nice slope, the nice foot. This foot's a little bit different. It comes out just a little bit. But when you look at it, it has such a nice profile. This bowl, what I like about it, and I do this every once in a while when I'm making bowls, it has this lip right here. And so what's nice about that is, okay, it's the holiday weekend. Probably going to be making guacamole or pico. Guacamole and pico, when you scoop it up, it will catch and not come out of the bowl. This is really a nice way to serve those two dips. And gosh, what is about, maybe fits about a quart. This is only $46. This is a really nice bowl. So then I'm going to go opposite extreme. We're going to switch away from Julie. And we are going to do our buddy Tom Edwards. Now, I have to tell you a story about this. Actually, oh wait, there's another bowl that I'm going to tell you a story about. So, you know, we are known for being a good pottery shop, along with excellent artists in paintings and glass and basketry. Tom Edwards is kind of our goofy guy. Tom is actually a good potter. If you look at his work critically, his work too is uniform from top to bottom. If you feel inside, all of his bowls have a really nice slope. The outsides have a uniform, nice curve. But from there, they get a little wonky. And my serious potter friends, you know, they take their forms very seriously, and he's kind of like saying, you know what, mine's all about what I say and what I do to decorate my bowls. So he's got this sense of humor that he's always doing funny things. He's got spaceships and stars, and somebody showing up with a guacamole bowl. And the nice thing about this one, like Julie's, is because it goes out and then in, it would capture the food nicely. And Pico would actually look nice in this with a red. But this bowl is $45. We can mail it to you. We can hand deliver it locally. And it's on our website, c2cgallery.com. All right, so now I'm going to do another one that I thought could also be great for dips too, because it goes out and then in. This is a handmade porcelain bowl by Marian, Angelica. She is a potter from Minneapolis, Minnesota, and she's known for working in porcelain, hand building, and her forms always have texture, unique patterns, and she pays a lot of attention to the details. So again, if you were to look at the bottom of her bowl, she has this nice foot. You'll see the patterns. She thought about what that would look like. This feels really good in my hand, and it's really nice on the table. And this bowl is $47. And this is great. I'm getting a little distracted because people keep walking in and out of here. But anyway, I told Sarah today that this was going to be entertaining, and it is. Okay, so now we are going to look at Cory Mccurry. And every time I say her name, it makes me laugh because it's a tongue twister. These are also hand-built bowls. And Cory, too, really pays attention to details. Now, these are pretty impressive in that she puts these textures, all different kinds of textures, into her bowls and pieces. And what I always wonder about is how does she put them together and they're not messy? They're really neat and tidy. They're light because of the paper clay. So what she does is she recycles cardboard and pieces from like McDonald's and things, shreds them, adds it into her clay body, which then the paper burns out. No, it doesn't cause holes when you're firing, but it lightens the pieces, and they're functional. And every piece that I've shown you so far will go in the dishwasher. Most of them will go in the microwave. Don't put them in the microwave for 10 minutes. They will break. Put them in to warm the food up, 2-3 minutes, take it out, stir it, and do it again. But definitely dishwasher. So what I like about these bowls is they're like individual bowls. You could use them for all kinds of things. You could put them in your bathroom because they're so cute. Put cotton balls in them. Put Q-tips in them. Put nuts in them. Candy in them. How about we're doing social distancing and you want to have an outdoor party on your deck? You could take these little bowls and put individual portions of the food that you'll be serving. That'd be a fun idea. And then you could do bright colors, and then you could do simple white dishes or things like that just to mix it up. So these are each $34. We do have a variety of colors. And then I am going to pull out smaller ones. So these are just sweet little guys. What about, how about soy sauce? And do sushi. How about a tiny little rice bowl? How about you throw your rings in it by your sink? Gosh, I could think of hair ties in the bathroom. I could see mustard, mayonnaise, ketchup could go into these. They're just so cute. Like I said, so neat and tidy, well crafted. These make really great gifts. And they are $26. Here's the other one. I'm going to show you the colors. Okay, so let's see here. I think next I am going to go with Stephen Kostashin, another name that causes my tongue to go crazy. All right, so Stephen, I got a glass of water. Stephen was a potter. He was full-time potter, doing the weekend shows, big shows across the country, and he always loved basketry. So he started working and learning how to make baskets. And he decided and figured out, I think he's kind of like an engineer, how to combine his two loves. I don't know of another artist in the country that does this. I've seen potters who throw a bowl, put holes in the top of the bowl, and then do some type of basketry weaving off the top, but I've never seen someone do the ceramics, top and bottom, and then put basketry in the middle. And what's nice and interesting about these is, look at this. So they both have the green glaze, but he's created two perfect, almost perfect, they're handmade, so they can't be entirely, baskets that are with different patterns. And these are on our website. And then we have the blue. So a lot of times you're either a blue person or a green person, and you kind of go one way or the other. But look how beautiful these are. And the handles, they almost look like they're baskets themselves or woven, but they're clay. So these are the little bowls. See how they fit in my hand? That's the size of them. And these are $90. We had one customer in the past who decided to not go to some weddings, and he sent Stephen's bowls as wedding gifts instead. So these were the small ones. And we will, let's see, I'm going to grab the medium one. And do you see right here off to my right? This is a huge bowl by Stephen that's just gorgeous. I think it's $475. So this bowl is the medium, and it's $165. Another beautiful pattern. Look how gorgeous. And okay, so I want to also show you that Stephen follows the rules of what makes a nice bowl. Look at the curve. Nice swoop, nice dimensions. It's balanced. It's exactly the same type of a slope on either side. And he follows all the rules of bowl making, even though he's working in basketry and in clay. And then we have a larger one. See, now you can tell the proportions. This is like it goes across to my shoulders. And we have this in green also, and then the one behind me is even larger than this one. This bowl is $275. The one behind me is $475. Okay, so then I wanted to show you this piece. Richard Airney. Richard is a friend from upstate New York. He's been working in ash glazes for years and years. And look at how his glazes move. This is he calls it a gondola bowl. And look at the form, his nice slope. Look at the bottom. Look at how beautiful that is. We have several customers that give these bowls as gifts. And we even had a customer that, if you look at my blog posting today, had just a little bit of dirt with pebbles and put some succulents from Grand Haven Garden House in the middle. And it made it just beautiful. So this is probably more of a display piece, but it is food safe. So, oh man, what could you put in here? I would put maybe a small portion of maybe some simple pasta. That could look really nice. Maybe just a couple, maybe 3 pears, maybe some apples. It would look really pretty sitting on your island. It would look pretty in your entryway on a Sofa Heights table as an entryway table, maybe with a tall type of vase. I can see it used in a lot of different ways. So in this one is $110. And let's see here. Now, I'm throwing Sarah a curveball here. She's going to kick me, but and she says, no, I won't. So this is Richard's Baker. Now, we have one of these online right now that's more in browns, and I do have it here. I'll show it to you. I wanted to show this one to you, number one, because it's just so pretty. Look at this. There's crystals growing in this glaze. For you potters out there, there's teal, yellows and blues. And this is food safe, and it can go in the oven. I'm going to show you the slope of this. It's beautiful. Nice tiny little handles that you can catch with your oven mitts, so you'll be able to hold on to, it won't slip out of your hands. I have one of these, and what I use it for is I'll do a roast with potatoes and carrots in it, and it looks fabulous. You put it on the middle of the table, and I'll tell you, it just makes you party. Now I got to show you the bottom of this. Look at this. It's blues and browns and whites and a little bit of cream. So even if you get stuck doing the dishes, I'll tell you, these are beautiful to look at. And the other thing is his feet and everything else are just fabulous. Now on his platters, his bigger pieces, he used to sell in New York City. So what he would do is he would make these foot rings that actually had a lip inside of it, and you could hang them on the wall. So if you look at any of our platters that we have, you'll see that you could hang it on the wall as decoration. Take it down, use it, and put it back up again. And let's see. So I am going to pull out, I'm going to throw another curveball. Okay, so this one does it. Okay, so this bowl platter is a pretty green. Look at, there's crystals growing in that glaze. Beautiful foot ring. This one could hang on a wall. This one is mostly yellow with that same green that's on the bottom side in the middle. And you know, this could be really fun to use for maybe some darker colored food items, fruit. It would look really pretty in the middle of a table or a counter that was dark. And it's a reasonable price. It's $82. Yeah. This is fabulous. And then we have a different version of this. And it's a little bit more expensive because there's a little bit more detail in it. So he put slip on it, combed through it to cause these patterns. So it's kind of like a square, but then he has the circle in the middle. And then the back side, of course, is always very pretty with his signature. It has the lip again. And this would be really pretty hanging on a wall in the middle of a table. And it would be a great wedding gift. It's $105. Okay, I found the baker that I was talking about. This is like the one this one is on our website. And this one is polar opposite of the other one because it's darker colors. But it's ash glazes, there's crystals growing in the glaze. There is a beautiful back that is blacks to blues. Same little handles, so it's easy to hang on to even if you have mitts. And boy, what are you going to cook in this? I'd love to hear no. And let's see, it's $110. Okay, so let's see. Why don't I go back to some funny bowls? And you might have heard Dexter the cat walking around and meowing because he's always very vocal. So, do you have a bad cat? Tom Edwards, he does the bad cat. This is a sassy cat. And he gets into all kinds of trouble, can go in the dishwasher, and is he going to get the bird? And this is $32. And this is the happy cat, because you fed him. And this could be his food bowl, all kinds of fun details. And yes, those cat people, they love their cats. Sarah loves these. She's had these for her cats. Okay, so back to a little bit more serious. This is Marian and Angelica's bowl. Porcelain, handmade slab. I'm going to set it down so you see how it sits. And it's a fun bowl. It is food safe. It can go in the dishwasher. It has a beautiful bottom. It's neat and tidy. It's well balanced. It's not heavy. It's kind of a blue-green. And what would I use this for? It'd be pretty with something with orange or white, yellow. And it fits in my hand. All right. Let's see, what else? Oh, Richard Airney. One more. All right, these are his soup bowls. These are really nice. We have 4 of them. And a tiny, tiny little handle just for decoration. And I suppose if it was a little bit too hot, it would prevent you from dropping the bowl. Look at the pretty insides. They're really pretty. And also, again, look at the shape, look at the foot, look at the slope. And when I put my hand inside of it, the slope is really nice. There is no lumps in the middle of it. It's very well crafted. It's the same thickness from the bottom all the way to the top. And this is $37. Let's see. All right. I hate talking about my work, but I'll do it. All right, so this is one bowl. I used to have several more of these, and it was from when I came back from a ceramic conference, and I saw someone who'd done it, so I basically wanted to do it too. And what I like about this bowl is that I like this curve like this, and I like that it comes down here, and it has the foot ring.
Not yet.
And then it has a nice foot on it. It's a nice size. You could use it for serving all kinds of food. Be a good rice bowl, individual rice bowl for somebody to use. All right, and all right, I'm getting told that I'm supposed to show this. Can you read it? Jesus is coming, and he's bringing the bean dip. Okay, so when I first opened the gallery, no, be quiet. So when I first opened the gallery, we had all this artwork displayed on shelves. And a customer came in, and I'm watching them, and all of a sudden, he's frowning. And I sat there and I thought, okay, do I say something or don't I? And we live in the Midwest, and it's pretty conservative around here. And I had to guess what was probably on their mind. And I said, come on, seriously, this is not anything wrong with this. Jesus did eat, and he did gather with people, and so this is just a funny bowl, and it's, acknowledging that Jesus eats food too. So anyway, so we've had a lot of people buy this and give it as gifts, and they think it's funny. All right, I will do my bowls first. Okay, I don't think...
Next time I want to do that bowl.
Okay, Bruce says he can do it better. Okay, so these are my porcelain bowls. And nice curve, nice simple foot. This was on purpose. The rim was not ruined ahead of time. I wasn't throwing poorly that day. I did it on purpose. And I don't know if you can see, but can you see how there's these lines? So what I did with these is, and I sign them, oh, there we go, now we can see it better. So I painted shellac on the outside of this bowl. And then I took a tool and I carved through the shellac after it had gotten harder. And then what happens is, and the bowl is still, it hasn't been fired at all. You take a sponge and you wipe and you wipe, and then you let it set up, you come back to it a couple hours later and you wipe some more and you wipe some more. And then it causes these depressions. And so then the glaze will get trapped in there and it will show up a little bit better. So this is just a nice, open, small serving bowl. And it feels good. I think I did okay. And the foot fits in my hand, so I can wash it easily with one hand and, use. So I think that's not a bad bowl. All right, this bowl is just like the other one. Can you see this? This was done with the shellac, and this time I wanted it to be really random, because if you know anything about me at all, you know that I love the beach, and I love to look at water patterns and the patterns in the sand. So the goal is for this shellac to show that. But I want it to be simple, I only want you to know it if you know me or know the story about my pottery. So I don't want my pieces to compete with food. And that's one of the reasons why I have kind of come up with this idea with decoration. And you will notice that it looks a little bit gray. That's actually from the carbon trapping and reduction in my kiln. It's not because there's anything wrong with it. It's just that's what happens sometimes when you use a reduction kiln. And this is porcelain, so it's a kind of and it's celadon. It's a fairly neutral bowl. And my foot rings typically, I don't know if you can see this, so they go in slightly and then they have a slope down. And I do the same type of foot ring on every single one of my bowls. And this is pretty nice size.
I brought up a batter bowl because I love your batter bowls.
Okay, Sarah just threw me a curveball, which I guess is fair because everybody else has been doing it. So this is my batter bowl. And they're great for scrambling eggs. They're great for pancakes. They're great for maybe a little bit of making whipped cream. They'd be great for, let's see what else, maybe a small batch of brownies. And you just hang on to this and pour it into the pan. You know me, I like buildings and I like simple decoration, so I've got these tiny little dots, and then I have these lines back here. And so this is just a nice, really functional batter bowl. And it can go in the dishwasher, it can go in the microwave. And let's see here, we have, this is one of a kind. It's another bowl of mine. It has some of our beach sand in the bottom third. Again, it's me using the shellac with lines and water movement. Same thing on the insides. You're going to see that I did the shellac and the water movement again. And this bowl I didn't trim out. I did, but it's a flat bottom because I wanted it to be really simple because there's enough going on with it already. And that's $75. Let's see. Oh, one last serving piece by me. Oh, and then my little bowls.
I love these too.
Okay, so these guys, this is a little bit bigger, but normally I make these, see, hand size. So this is a larger piece, so it's a serving bowl. Normally I make these about the size of the spread of my hand, so then it's a pasta or a salad bowl. And so what's nice about these is that you can put a salad here in the middle, or you could do pasta. And because it has this nice lip up and the rim, everything stays in your bowl instead of going out on the table. And it has a foot ring, has my signature, goes in the dishwasher, goes in the microwave. This is my go-to for when I have salads. And then my little bowls. So I have a couple different ones. So this one is, I ran a ceramic roller that I carved along this rim, and then I took some blue oxide and mixed with water and painted it on, and then I sponged some of it away. So it's just a simple little design. It's just a simple, cute little bowl. I mean, can't we all just use little bowls? And it has my life circle in the bottom. This one was a stamp that I had made that I actually took a rope and wrapped it around the roller and then glued it together, and then I rolled that along this edge, and then I took that same blue and let it set up and dry, and then I took a metal tool and I scraped the blue away so that you could see the pattern. And again, this is just a sweet little bowl that we all can use for all kinds of things. You could put beach glass in it, you could put condiments in it, ketchup, mayonnaise, mustard, it could be go in the bathroom to hold jewelry, Q-tips, a soap, maybe a little candle, all kinds of things. And I think I got it all. So thank you very much for joining us. I appreciate it. Almost all of this work, except for a couple pieces, are actually online for sale. Obviously, they're for sale. And if we don't have them online yet, we will by next week. If you don't see them, just get a hold of us. You can call 616-935-7337. Leave a message. That's our line for the gallery. Or you can email letter C, number 2, letter C, gallerystaff@gmail.com. Or you can go onto our website and you can send us a message that way. So anyways, hope you have a really good Memorial Day weekend. I hope you're healthy, I hope you're safe, and I hope you find something fun to do today or this rest of this weekend. So anyways, take care. Bye.